Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and a brand new video is coming at you, Marvel Contest of Champions related. I have been a bit slack with regards to delivering this video, largely because I've been doing the new setup. But the time has come for me to give my opinions and thoughts about all these lovely question marks you see before you. Because there's some champions that I think are going to fit these question marks. So let's explore them and also talk a little bit about the background of them. So let's start off in the far left hand corner of the screen and talk about some of the champions there. So closest to X23, I've put down Sabretooth, and the reason being, it just seems a good fit for that. The only other thing that you could say that could be linked in there is Draken, Wolverine's son, but I sincerely doubt that Kabams would put that in. However though, you know, that could be an option and we'll see. To the right of that, I put Sentinels. Sentinels are closer to the X-Men, but at the same time, I put them rather on the fence rather than being a linking thing, the same way that Kang is represented in this. So Sentinels are going to be, as we know, they're definitely coming in next year, or sorry, this year, 2018. So it's going to be a case that Sentinels, yeah, on the fence, but not really kind of linked in with anything. Closest to Cable and also Cyclops, I've put in two characters, which I'm pretty rock solid on. Rock solid on Bishop, linking in quite well with Cable and Bishop. It seems like a pretty no-brainer to me. But this is a bit of an outside one, and I think I'd hope that there would be either a Jean Grey or a Charles Xavier linking in with that blue Cyclops. It's a very difficult one. Dark Phoenix and Standard Phoenix do appear in this little kind of puzzle, but would we see a Jean Grey? It's always been my hope that we'd see a more authentic Jean Grey and not all about the Phoenix. But, you know, and that's all about the telekinesis and like powers with that. Charles Xavier, I would really hope to see a Charles Xavier. They've done very well with regards to MODOK in the game, because I have said this countless times, MODOK's in a chair, so therefore the kind of concept that a chair-based thing that floats could see a very kind of modern type Charles Xavier with a floating wheelchair. The one that's, or a hover chair, that's in that yellow format. If you've watched the 90s X-Men comic series, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Right at the top is Wasp. That seems like a no-brainer. We have got Ant-Man and Wasp film in 2018, so seems more than likely that we'll see that. I don't think it's going to be anything else, especially linking in with Ant-Man. Going down low to Hulkbuster, I'm pretty certain this is going to be a new Iron Man suit. I'm hoping it's going to be like a Mark X or a Mark something or other, Mark 50. A suit that is going to be a lot more powerful, maybe even have more of an emphasis on tech, similar to the way that tech is also improved for Stark Spidey. Maybe we can get that introduced into a better Iron Man suit, because let's face it, they're alright, they're good, but at the same time, you're not going to be using them for a lot of endgame stuff. So having something that's Iron Man related, a new kick-ass suit would be totally amazing. Something that's going to be able to withstand the might of Thanos. That is my thoughts, but it's a very difficult kind of point between Hulkbuster and Stark Spidey. What could link that indeed? Next up, linking Captain America, and also we've got Scarlet Witch. You know, I say it's a little kind of laugh to myself because we talk about this every year, but I'm hoping this may be the year that we actually get Quicksilver. And I've talked about this kind of being one of the hopes for this year in past videos, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description below for all my kind of predictions for 2018, which now have kind of gone out the window based on this puzzle. The linking there with the relevant characters, I think that it is got to be something to do with Quicksilver. The way it links over with Scarlet Witch could pinpoint the fact that even though they are technically brother and sister, the kind of linking is not over with Magneto. If you've watched previous videos that I've done, you'll know that I speak quite outwardly about the change in comic books. So in particular, the change from having Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch being the daughter and son of Magneto is now changed, and it's all about the fact that it's now they were enhanced with the hand of like Hydra, like a wing of Hydra, enhanced them, so their kind of abilities are more enhanced, so they can, in some ways, some of them maybe made more of a science. But that's something, again, for a different video, a different discussion point. Uplinking Captain America World War II has got to be Red Skull. I think this will be the year when we finally get Red Skull put into the contest. It just seems so stupid that he's not been for a very long ass time. So hopefully this year, 2018, is the year that we do get Red Skull. And he is in the game in some aspects. I think he was put into the Chinese side of the game back a while ago. But when it comes to the US and European, it's a no-go at the moment. So hopefully we do indeed get this beloved character. Up near the Black Panthers, I've put Killmonger, because we definitely are getting Killmonger. And then below, I've put Shuri and Claw, 2 champions which I really hope get into the game. It's a bit doubtable with regards to Shuri and Claw. I'm not sure whether or not Kabam would actually kind of like put in 2 characters, but it would be good to see a male and a female character, especially, you know, very diverse champions as well. It's ethnically diverse as well, which is kind of important with the game. So Killmonger seems, I'm not 100% sold on this, but it's definitely coming into the game. This kind of gold look, which is very kind of close to the cinematic version, where it's not really kind of close to any comic book version. But when it comes to Shuri and Claw, I would like to see Claw because of that kind of like sonic kind of like sound gun that he's got like attached to his arm, because obviously he lost it. The same thing goes, like, it would be great to see Shuri because she's like an intense fighter. At the same time, the cinematic version looks pretty darn kick-ass, and obviously comic book version looks pretty cool as well. Everything is going to be an extensive fighting force when it comes to anything Wakanda related. So I do indeed hope that it is either one or the other. If they decide not to release both characters, we're definitely going to get Killmonger next month in February, but when it comes to the others, it may be a case they'll choose another champion in its place and then instead put it close to Infinity Wars, based on the fact that kind of close to the cinematic version, Shuri does actually play more of a kind of a pivotal role with regards to the forces of Wakanda, as we've seen in the film trailers. So it could be a case that maybe she doesn't get released next month. It could be an option further down the line this year. Okay, so quickly clarifying and adding them in. Void, we know we're getting Void. It doesn't, like, that doesn't need to really be mentioned. But also Gladiator Hulk, or Ragnarok, or Hulk Ragnarok, whatever you want to call it, he is going to be in the game. Quite excited for this. It was a case that I was like, oh no, we're not going to get him. Like, what's happening? But it does look like we are getting him. And my kind of plan is that I'm still going for my Blade Crystals, but at the same time, hopefully I just get that one awakening. I've got loads of signature stones, and then the rest of them, a little bit like saved for the following month in March. So when hopefully he drops in March, it could be February, we don't know. We're going to see, hopefully, some crystals for him. Okay, quickly shooting back over to the other side, on that way, we've got Namor, and I've put Namor in close to the Illuminati because he fits in well with the Illuminati as part of the comic book series. Not the present, but he was part of the past Illuminati. So if Kabam are going true to kind of comic book stuff, which sometimes they don't do because then people go, oh yes, it's definitely going to be that, then that may not be the case. But still, I'm going to put him in there in Illuminati because I think it's there. Also, I've put Nova close to the Guardians of the Galaxy because he's not really 100% associated with, but he's kind of like on the fence with like the Nova Corps, and this guy's could be an amazing tech. The only other thing it could be would Adam Warlock, but I don't think Kabam would put that guy in too far in there, kind of like save him for a couple of years if the game is still running, based on the fact that we'll probably see it in Guardians 3, so look out for that. Also, this is a bit of a difficult one because of the impending release next year of Deadpool, Deadpool 2 that is. Would we see something close to the film stuff, so Negasonic Teenage Warhead, or would we see Domino? But I've got this other theory that it could be Lady Deadpool, which is kind of cool. It would be kind of, people go, oh, well, isn't that like Gwenpool? Yeah, but Gwenpool is kind of more of a modern, different take. She's a comic book fan, whereas Lady Deadpool is sort of within that universe of Deadpool, and kind of associations are close to that. So that would be cool. I personally would like to see that, and wouldn't give a toss when it comes to like the fact that, oh yes, we have Gwenpool, that's an association. No, completely different. Deadpool and Lady Deadpool within the same universe. The Deadpool Corps, if you've followed any of the comic books, it is a riot. It's a fun riot. Watch some stuff, and also read some stuff with regards to the Deadpool Corps because it is great. So up with She-Hulk, with Captain Marvel, and well, Miss Marvel. So we've got Carol Danvers. This is a bit of a difficult one to kind of pinpoint who I think it could be, as I don't think I know who it's going to be. It's all based on thought. Is Captain Marvel, and this is the kind of the first kind of Captain Marvel type thing, person, being that then transfers powers to different kind of Miss Marvels. It's kind of the start point. There is this kind of like stories with She-Hulk, but I don't think it really kind of works in quite well with that. But if you're looking at a start point of how it could all begin, then Captain Marvel could be the answer to this one. But apart from that, I'm not 100% sure on the situation. So when it comes to Close to the Mafia, I've done Bullseye. I just think that may be a good fit for there. I'm not 100% sure if there could be other kind of random characters they could choose really for that to fit in with those. The next thing is everything linking into the Spider-Verse and Shriek, Doppelganger, Spider-Woman, also maybe Spider-Man 2099. This is a very difficult one. You know, we are running out of Spider-Verse champions or characters that you could bring into the game without doing stuff like Demogoblin and like Hobgoblin and start being very kind of, you know, very bitty with what you're actually choosing. Are they going to be very, very well-known champions or characters? And that's what we're getting into that point in the game. So hopefully all the aces haven't been dealt for Kabam when it comes to character releases. Now, first of all, I had this theory that all these people that are in red here could be in the section that just left of the collector and just below Moon Knight, but I'm not 100% sure on the situation. We've got like Molten Man. It's just like me picking up all these kind of random names from the Contest of Champions comic book series, the very original. So it is not the case. I don't think any of these are popular enough to get their shot at being here, which means that there could be something a little bit more suspicious afoot. Though I would like Sunfire and Captain Britain. I must point out those are two characters I really like. Obviously Captain Britain because, well, he's from Britain. So Close to the Collector and linking into the Grandmaster, this is the point where the story takes the twist that I really do think that people should consider. We have got at the end of Cornerstone the kind of, well, what is this kind of mystical thing, this kind of like crystal thing, and then we learn through the current event as well as the end of chapter 4 of Act 5 that it is indeed Karina Tavan, which is the daughter of the Collector, which is kind of a cool link. If you've seen any of the amazing cutscenes, and I will be covering Kabam's improvement with regards to their storytelling in a future video, but if you've seen that cutscene, you will know that we've seen the daughter and the niece of the Grandmaster and obviously the daughter of the Collector. So I'm thinking that that could be a playable champion in the future. There's a good link with that, and I'm like 90% sure that could be the case. The other two champions, or kind of like another option for where Karina's slot is the Silver Surfer and Galactus. Two kind of champions and characters that link quite well with the Collector and as well as the Grandmaster. So that could be an option there. It has been something that people have been saying, who is this kind of left field crazy champion that they're going to be releasing in 2018? And if it's not going to be Thanos, who is it going to be? But again, it goes back to putting all your eggs in one basket, dealing all your aces. You know, it's like I was hoping Kabam would kind of save a lot of kind of bigger champions for maybe the following year and kind of end up just prolonging the game a little bit more than it is, rather than kind of like shooting them all out at the same time. Okay, when it comes to filling in the blanks, now I've done that. There's two champions that link quite well with the Grandmaster with regards to activity with him and stuff they've been doing with regards to fighting the Avengers, the X-Men, and that is Dr. Spectrum and Wizard. So definitely sure about those. I think that would be a good link. Finally, let's talk about the Black Order. Around Thanos, yes, it's his army. Yeah, we're going to see Ebony Maw, we're going to see Black Dwarf, we're going to see Covius Glaive, and we're going to see Proxima Midnight. Those last two have been confirmed, but I do think that we're probably going to see Outriders or Outrider, the similar way that they're working Sentinels and Sentinel. The other thing is that I believe we're going to see Supergiant, and that is a member of the Black Order. And what links him, because there is a linking kind of like point there with a question mark, I think it's going to be Thane. Thane, son of Thanos, which would be incredibly cool. I would like to see something kind of unique within the game, and how powerful they will make Thane will be up to anybody's thoughts. So that has been my list of champions which I think are going to be in this puzzle. It'll be quite exciting to see how we go through the year. Definitely know, obviously, we're going to be getting Killmonger. We definitely know we're getting Gladiator Hulk, Sentinel, Sabretooth, Bishop, Covius Glaive. The list goes on. So as we go through the year, I'm sure we'll come back to this and go, hey, I was wrong about this. Hey, I was right about that. But for the first few months, it's going to be a case we definitely know what we're going to get. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to watch my previous predictions video, I'll put the link in the description below. I've been RichTheMan. And obviously, what are your opinions on this list? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you have your own thoughts? Put them in the comment section below. And as always, I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye for now.